The Christ Letters, with enhanced narration and text. Letter 4.7 Male and Female Roles. Because of his masculine mobility, his leadership drive, the male has considered himself superior to the female. This is because she remains stable, creating security for the male. But the feminine drive is the drive of unconditional love, the drive worthy of the highest respect and consideration to enable her to flourish and perform her innate purpose within the household in peace of mind and joy. The man's role is to provide physical security and material means of subsistence for the family. The woman's role is to provide emotional security and the emotional means of personal fulfillment and joy within the family environment. In the past, in the East and West, the male has exercised his role of dominance within the home, making the woman subservient and obedient to his will. In so doing, he has bent and distorted the energies of divine consciousness and channeled them through his mind and heart into a bent civilization. He has also distorted the woman's consciousness by instilling in her a deep resentment of her subservient role, which she knows intuitively she should not be expected to endure. Therefore, he has created a degraded and degrading way of life for himself and partner, entirely in conflict with the nature of his source of being. The fact that the female has had to exercise her masculine drive of aggression to express her equality of being, to achieve the respect due to her within society, means that your civilization has become thoroughly destabilized and unhealthy. The woman is usurping the male role out of desperation, but in doing so, she is defeating the intention behind creation. Male and female have lost their way completely. In underdeveloped countries, people are only half alive, trying to solve the division between male and female through casual sex. As a result, man and woman become ever more divided and unfulfilled. Conflict in the family unit creates stress, misery, and separation, even though they may live under one roof. In developed countries, psychiatric offices are filled with unhappy people and children who say they do not know who they really are or what their purpose is in life. They are asking the experts who do not know the answers either. It should be remembered also that each person, male and female, have lessons to learn in life which can only be learnt in the sex and the race in which they find themselves. Therefore, a woman must accept her role in life as the provider of emotional love and security to her mate and children, with self-respect and dignity, and perform it to the very best of her ability. She must recognize that the role of provider of emotional security is absolutely vital to society. She provides the glue of love and well-being which holds families, cities, countries together. When she understands her true place and goals in society and seeks to perform and achieve them in the highest way possible, she is moving forward rapidly on the path to unconditional love and the highest rewards in personal fulfillment and happiness. She will also move on to a higher level of consciousness, perhaps as a male in her next life, who will bring great benefits to mankind. Similarly, spiritually evolved males, even spiritual teachers, return to life on earth to learn true humility and to put all their high principles of existence into daily practice as a loving woman who mothers with wisdom and nurtures all who have need of what she can offer. Where then is the inequality? Remove the scales from your limited sight and intellect, and see with clear vision that there should be no inequality, only shared intentions, to express all that you have both drawn from divine consciousness, in the most spiritual way, to achieve the highest happiness possible on earth. In years to come, when a man and woman have evolved spiritually, if or when divided in intention, they will together take their intentions to Father, Mother, Divine Consciousness, asking, what is to be created in our circumstances? What is our best way ahead? When they have received answers, they will accept them with loving heart and pool them. Any differences in answer will be respected and again taken to divine consciousness with the same request until they reach sincere consensus. Together, man and woman will then return and ask of divine consciousness, how may we best achieve our purposes? And again, they pool their answers and continue asking until they finally arrive at a working plan which has been conceived not in the human brain alone, but in the highest dimension of creativity, divine consciousness. Working together in this way, they will eventually experience the bliss of true unity of soul, mind, heart, and body. Finally, the male could not exist comfortably without also experiencing and manifesting some of the feminine drive. He needs emotion to bond with his wife, children, and other relationships, schoolmates and workmates, colleagues and friends. Without some warm feelings, he would be a cold monster. Frequently, if an old soul, he brings through much warmth and caring from previous incarnations as a woman. The more spiritually evolved he becomes, the more equally are the two sexual impulses balanced within his nature. This also applies to women. Equally, the female could not exist comfortably without some of the masculine drive. Without a capacity for intelligent planning, her household would be a disaster zone. There is also the possibility that she has been a strong masculine character in her past incarnation and is uncomfortable in the feminine role of sacrificing herself for others. Such a one must ask of divine consciousness, to clarify her vision, that she may see that without love for humanity, leadership is a dangerous exercise. When men and women are nearing an equal balance of male and female natures within themselves, their task in life is to transcend their sexual drive through achieving unconditional love for all people and directing the drive itself into pure creativity, such as the arts. Of such people are masters made, masters of themselves, masters of creativity, masters of human consciousness, masters of matter. Unfortunately, at this present time, your men and women who are nearing equal balance of male-female natures within their one nature have no guideposts as to what their true goals should be. They have lost their way and have created a spurious society amongst themselves, in which the joy and personal fulfillment they seek is negated by their preoccupation with bodily functions rather than with spiritual achievements. They will remain unhappy people, torn with conflicts, until they discover the truth regarding who they really are. In speaking about the feminine role in life, it must also be said that many of your modern women in developed countries have achieved a high degree of masculine drive in the past 100 years. They must choose their priorities in life carefully. They do not have to sit at home, stagnant and bored, but they will become happier, more fulfilled people if they turn their intelligence and abilities to creating new modes of constructive life for the whole family. At the moment, they may not know how to do this, but meditation will draw into their minds the necessary inspiration on the best way to use their powers of leadership and talents for the happiness of all. Men who have developed greater capacity for empathy with women and their fellow men will also, through meditation followed by inspiration, find higher ways of expressing their capacity for leadership in their work, bringing happiness to others. Why have we, dealt with the matter of the sexes in such depth? This has been absolutely necessary, since the battle of the sexes, both in the East and West, is creating unhealthy conditions on earth. It fosters aggression and festers as anger and hostility. Sexual freedom has brought the world to a crisis point of extinction by the impregnation of AIDS. All viruses are created within destructive consciousness forces.